Can you guys hear me now? Is that better? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you sell Epic Frames or just Complete Bike? I sell everything. Better? Can you hear me now? Yes, okay, cool. Beautiful. How you guys doing? Happy Halloween. As you can tell, I'm an avid cyclist. I'm going to think about joining Crit Racing Cat 1-2. First thing in order is obviously S-Works Prevail helmet. Gold lenses. Anything gold you see on someone's bike, you know that you're about to get clapped and gapped. You should have dressed like Hambini. That would have been scary. I demand love. Frank, you were first. You were first. So, any questions you guys have? I did Halloween already with my child or my children. I took their candy already and I ate it all. But I was basically just looking around at products to see what's going on, see what's new in the world. There's really nothing. Dennis, it's not a helmet and glasses, man. It's a way of life. What are the odds of me gonna... Corey, I got those in stock. All Rapide bars, I got in stock. Hey, hey, what? And just so you guys know, and future builds I have coming up, I have some S-Works frames coming in stock with, yeah, Moyham. I will be Cat 1. The bike supply shortage getting better these days. It's very difficult. They still have tarmac shipping out. They still have stuff shipping out. They're shipping out stuff that we don't necessarily sell a lot of. So if that makes sense, obviously the stuff that people aren't demanding is coming in. The tarmacs are starting to roll in. Specialized is weird though, because they had, I don't know if you guys heard this, but Mike's Bikes, which is a huge store in the western part of the United States. I think they have over like 10 or 20 stores. They actually got bought out by Cervelo and Cannondale dealer, so they don't deal Specialized anymore. So all those sold back order bikes they had with Mike's Bikes are now getting allocated to other stores. So you're starting to see a lot more inventory in stock than what it was. I have a bunch of inventory in, but yeah. Do I ship frames and components, other components that are not local to you? I can ship components. I can ship frames, I believe. I can ship whatever Specialized can ship to your house. So whatever Specialized can ship to your house, I can ship to your house. I can't ship a whole bike though, but if you buy frames to me, I can ship it to you and everything. Do you know Craig from Australia? Is he selling fake SL7s? I have no idea, dude. Hey, what's the story with the late sprints? I don't know, man. Happy Halloween. How you doing? I never heard that. Hello from France. What about Scott Addict RC 10's review? Sydney, they're coming. I promise you. Lay sprint rim, bro. God, the lay sprints. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. You watch Follow Pro Cycling. I watch and follow almost everything. Everything you guys watch, I'm a fan of. I enjoy bicycling just as much as you guys, and I never thought I would be a YouTuber, but I watch every kind of freaking YouTubers, pro races. I mean, in the shop when this stuff is going on, I watch as much as I can. Obviously, if I'm not busy or not, but yes, I do. Oh, and by the way, I have a wind space build coming up. I'm building up a whole wind space bike. I'm riding. I'm going to give you actually cycling content, and then I'm building up a Tarmac SL7 when I get that in my hands, a comp. But yes, I have a Tarmac. I have 2 bikes I'm actually building up for myself, and I'm actually going to get back on the road to show you guys who the real champion is. I know you guys see a lot of these influences out there, these riders, these people who don't have, these people who ride all the time and they think that they're riders. I'm going to show them what Florida speed is, all right? I'm going to get on the bike. I'm going to clap them out. I'm going to probably gap them by at least 10 bike lengths on any kind of sprint. But once I get my bike built, what are the components professional crit bike races use and what do you recommend? Vlad, It's a lot of preference. And a lot of professional crit bike racers use that probably sponsor so they get that. Asking if you know anything about the forthcoming LA Sprint comps. LA Sprint comps. I don't even know what the hell that is. When will new color S-Works Epic Evo frames be available? They're available. Who is winning the Tour de France next year? Obviously, Peter Sagan and then Mark Cavendish. Peter Sagan and Mark Cavendish are going to win the Tour de France at the same time, first place, and they're going to share it. The first ever yellow jersey. I believe the Epic frames are available, the Evos. Let me see. I have some come to my store if they're not here. Yeah, that's my plan, hotcakes. I'm going to actually do cycling content of me on the bike. And there's a lot of people down here in South Florida who are fast. And my goal is to go up to them and talk shit because that's what I like doing. There was a time on the bike where I felt confident that any single rider I saw on the road I could ride up to and hold their wheel or at least ride with them. Now I'm out of shape, but I love talking shit. I mean, that's the whole point of the sport is to talk shit. Did you buy the SL7 frame set from Durant? P or Raz. I would love to buy the SL7 frame set from Durant Rider. I would love to. But I know what he wants is not what I would pay because one, I'm an authorized dealer. And then plus shipping to get it to my store would be way too much money. I don't have an issue with him squeezing the bike. I really don't give a shit. In all honesty, I would buy the bike in a heartbeat if it was my price on the bike. But God forbid, I'm sure he probably paid retail. He wants somewhat close to it, and plus shipping to get over here. It'll be crazy at the butt. Okay, so the S-Works Epic Evo frame sets are not available on Specialized.com. But I've seen them. I think that's a black. So for this, sorry guys, give me 1 second. The black S-Works frame set with the chrome decal, and then another 2022 color is a burnt orange, which I actually have coming in soon. Can't wait to hit some hills before we do the effort. I don't hit hills. I'm sorry. Only freaking Florida. Flats. Did you buy the SS7? Huh? Spandex isn't just a style. It's a lifestyle. Cycling on 2 wheels isn't the strongest bond. Only cyclists can say what I'm saying. I wear spandex to sleep, bro. SL6 rim brakes are where it's at. Antonio, if the Venge will be back someday, I will buy that Venge right away. I want a Venge again so bad. It's huge. What's your best watt kilogram FTP you've ever had? The Mass Drummer. I've never actually used data like that. I've only used miles per hour. But my goal every single time that was in a group of like 6 or more, I did group rides, obviously, and charity rides and group rides. I never raced, but I did group rides with my buddies, and it'd usually be like 4 or 5 of us from the shop in the morning. And we'd be in a polling situation of 4 or 5 of us be like 24, 25 miles per hour, which again, we're not racing competitively. It's nothing crazy, but it's Florida. But my whole idea was that whenever I was in a group and so there was somebody pulling and we were doing 24 miles an hour, I would hold that 24 miles an hour. As soon as I get to the front, my main goal would be to maintain 25, 26 miles per hour at the front. Like a dickhead. I know I sound dickish right there, but my whole goal was to keep that threshold up and then rotate and recover. Because I want to be better than everybody else in the group. So main goal is to be dickhead, race speed, I'm better. Peter Sagan. Why is there no late sprint for 2022? Patience, my friend. Have you caught customers squeezing bikes at your shop? Never in my life. I'd slap their wrist real quick. No. Where's your store located? Deerfield Beach, Florida. My store's website is bicyclegeneration.com. We don't actually have a website because we've been in the business for 40 years and we're horrible at it. But we're redesigning the whole website after this YouTube stuff. We're making a fully functional purchase online website that'll be functional, but it's in Deerfield Beach, Florida. If you want to check it out, Bicycle Generation is the store name. Our Trifox road frame good compared to Windspace. They have half of what Windspace. Mega, I have no idea about Trifox. I don't know. Wait. Do you not know about those? You're asking a lot of questions about lay sprints, bro. We're just going to move on from lay sprints. I'm sorry, my friend. When I go to bed, I clip into my clipless pedals and the watch. The best way to live life is to clip in the clipless pedals and then fall. That's the only way I live life. yes, I will be doing cycling footage. I have a buddy of mine, Chris Siglansky. He does Instagram a lot. He's a bunch of followers on there. But a bunch of people down here, man, are quick, man. There's a lot of Nabono. He has like 350,000 subscribers on Instagram or followers on Instagram. He rides down here. He's a buddy of mine. There's so many fast people down here in South Florida because it's all flats. But I want to get back on the road. It's been a while. Ooh. It's been a while since I've been on a bike, so yes, I'm excited for that. Did you see Lucas? Yeah, I see Lucas. Lucas comes to my shop all the time. I never rode with him before. When I was riding a lot, all right, Frank, here you go. When I was riding before my first child, this is like 4 years ago. I was riding a lot. He added me on Strava. I'm not saying my Strava name because I don't have any Strava on there. But he added me on Strava. I didn't accept him because I was like, who the hell is this kid? He had nothing. But the kid is an absolute monster on the bike. Beast. What do you recommend for suspension? What the fuck does that mean, Finn? What does it even mean? What do you recommend for suspension? What does that mean, Finn? Eric, I can help you with the website, man. We're talking. We're trying to get the best, because our point of sale system is from 20 years old. Or 20, it is 20 years old. So it's been a while. Is OneSpace a Chinese company? I never heard of it. Yes, they are Chinese. Allay Sprint frames. I actually have an Allay. If you guys are looking for an Allay Sprint, I have an Allay Sprint frame coming in. I'll show you here. Allay Sprint. I can't see. Sorry. Allay Sprint. Orange rim brake 54. I have this coming in for sale because I sold them on Tarmac. So, this color. If anyone's interested, let me know. That's great. That's a great fucking picture. This color. It's lighter on the outside, dark on the inside. And I'll probably do a review on that too. Peeps, let them share. Comments on the Quark power meters. Looking to get one, but purist. Andre, I sell a lot of Quark power meters. I absolutely love them. But I think if I was a consumer buying a power meter, I'd probably buy a pedal power meter system because of the fact that, one, you can do, depending on how much you spend, you can do individual leg left and right, but also it's changeable if you go to a different Grupo or if you go to a different bike. It doesn't lock you into a bicycle. And I like the idea of a pedal situation better than a crank. I always had this idea, and I've never been able to put it to pen to paper, to have two Garmin's on one bike. Okay? You follow me? One hooked up to a pedal power meter, one hooked up to a Quark power meter, and see if they give me the same data. You know what I'm saying? So, I always wanted to do this, but I never had the skills of editing to do that or follow it. But can we know the story of how you ended having your own bike shop? My father owned a bike store, and I'm very fortunate enough. Funny thing was, I never wanted to work in the bicycle industry. I actually worked at a retirement home as a kid. I worked for a retirement home serving people grape juice and prime rib. Then I went to an import-export company. Then I went to hospitality on the beach at a 5-star hotel, which was amazing. And I got fired from there for being too nice. Then my father, or my daddy, as some people like say, I slept in during summer during high school, and he didn't like that. So he woke me up by splashing water in my face. He took my car key that I had, my Ford Focus car key, put it into a vice grip, okay, falling in the garage, bent it, and told me I'm lazy and I need to get my ass to work. So I went to the store not knowing anything about bicycles, and that's how I became a bicyclist. Specialized fuse review. Ken, I just had a fuse comp in the store 2022, and it sold right away. I was going to do a review, but I didn't have a chance. They're great bikes, though. Very versatile. A weird suspension diameter. It's a hardtail with a big rake, 130 millimeter travel. wide tires, but you can do a lot with them. They're a good bike. Thanks, man. Good point. Versatility. Why didn't you squeeze SL7 as hard as the other brands? Everything squeezes. Jed, I'm gonna be clear with this. Everything squeezes hard. Okay, I can squeeze everything as hard as I want. How does this say? Like I feel like I feel like I squeezed it as hard as I could. Um, just I don't know. Maybe I could have went a little bit harder on it. I don't know. I don't I in the moment I feel like I squeezed it hard enough, but it's the point of the video was to make sure that everyone understand that everything flexes in the bicycle industry. No lie. You take a wheel and a freaking frame, you take your zip wheel and a freaking frame, you bend it horizontally like that, it's going to flex. Okay? Everything has flex. Just these videos of pushing on a point. I mean, like I could put my knee. I could put my knee on like a baseball bat and flex it. I could put my knee on a hockey stick and flex it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Shit flexes. Okay. Hey, did you get a chance to take a look at a new Trek checkpoint? I like the Trek checkpoints. I haven't got to see it yet though. In person. You ever try that Hunt wheels? They're the same boat, wooden space, but British. I asked Hunt. It's gonna sound very YouTube-ish as me. I asked Hunt to send me out the wheels. They didn't respond to me. They probably hate me. They probably think I'm a fucking joke. Did you get your car keys fixed? Funny thing was, Spoku, I was young at the age. I was probably like 17, 18. So my mom yelled at my dad and then took me to get my car keys fixed. And it was just a waste of time because obviously I didn't have the money to fix my car key because I didn't have a job. Because I was an 18-year-old that just really graduated high school. But my dad was very old school fashion, and everything he did raising me, I appreciate to this day. Those are the times where you have to really appreciate it. But yes, I did get my car key fixed. New Crux versus Diverge for gravel. Crux, if you want to go fast, compete, everything like that. Diverge, if you're going to backpack and go on longer journeys. 100%. If you're doing 30, 60-mile rides on the Crux, go with that all day. Even 100-mile rides, but Diverge if you want to explore, backpack, maybe go off the beaten path, Diverge all the way. We just appreciate the Pro SSM rented with a bike. Hell yeah. What are the big apparel brands in Florida? For Seattle, it's a lot of Rafa. Big apparel brands in Florida are MII Cycle, Miami Cycle, or Mia Cycle. Specialized is big. Their clothing's really nice. You see some Rafa as well. There's a lot of custom kits, to be honest with you. There's a lot of Brazilian culture in where I'm at, South Florida. So they go to all these different people in terms of Rafa, Giordana, but they make their own jerseys for it. There's so many different. There's a lot of money down here, so there's a bunch of different stuff out there. Ozzy Tuber built up a one space, repainted, said good things. Now says it's not as good to go with a name brand due to engineering from lawyer companies. What gives? Oh, from larger companies. What gives? You're talking about Cam Nicholas. I watched his video on it, and I agree with one thing he said. He said that he talked to Charles about the situation of his bike. And the Windspace bike is an amazing bike for the money. Like for what you get for it, for the amount of money you get, it's an amazing bike. But when you're comparing it to a super bike and you're putting it in terms of a Tarmac SL7 S-Works or a Emonda OCLV 800, whatever, or the Madone 800, or the Pinarello Dogma F, there is some discrepancies there. No lie. They just feel lighter. They feel more nimble. They feel more efficient. They feel when you put down power, they accelerate a little bit quicker. And this is me being very, maybe biased because I ride S-Works bikes. I've ridden an S-Works Venge Vias, S-Works Venge First Frame, S-Works Tarmac SL6. I've ridden S-Works. But I will say, I haven't rode the Windspace yet, so I can't say that yet. But the weight of the Windspace, when I first picked up, I'd notice it. And the S-Works bikes, what I'm telling you, I know people are going to say they're a waste of money and stuff like that. How could you spend this much money on a bike? But once you actually get to ride it unbiasedly like me, because of the fact that I didn't have to put forth the money up front because I have the luxury of owning a shop or getting to pay it off over time. I love S-Works, man. I mean, S-Works, top of line carbon bikes, when I get to try out other customers' bikes, you really do feel the difference of a power transfer when you pedal and they're light and they're efficient and they take off. But again, you guys can say I'm biased all day because of that. Do most local bike shops keep group sets on hand, or does something usually have to order? Usually group sets are usually ordered because of the fact of crank length, cassette type, chainring type, and that's about it. But now with COVID, usually back in the day, Bigly, Fabulous, local bike shops could order a la carte. You could come in the store and say, hey, I want to order a group set. We could order it a la carte. Now, after that, now we have to carry everything in stock. I carry a fuck ton of SRAM stuff in stock. Is a jump from DT Swiss 350 to 370 hubs worth it? No. Chicken leg, don't waste your money. They're almost identical to me, to be honest with you. And the 370s on the new C38 wheels are very nice. Where's your store? I'm coming from Miami. I need to come visit your store this week. Deerfield Beach, Florida. Pascuala, Ventura, Bicycle Generation in the store name. I like learning different area cultures. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, I mean, it's, to be honest with you, you'll rarely see Rafa name brands. It's more just like, no lie, like a custom team, like just like a bunch of rich guys be like, hey, I want to make a kit, and they'll all just get together and put like their companies on there for tax write-offs and make like a dope ass Italian branded bib and shit like that, and they just write it off. Jumping in the middle here, but is one space comparable to S-Works? Robert M. Honest opinion, I'll have to say no. For what it is. For value, one space takes the cake, but in terms of, it's two different customers. I mean, literally, it's 55 to 1500. I believe that you can ride the same group rides. I believe you can race those same races. I believe that if you're a Cat 3 racer and you have a one space bike or a Tarmac SL7 S-Works, you'll, in your both Cat 3 levels, you'll both kind of finish at the same level. But when you ride one bike to the other, I haven't rode a one space yet. But when I've ridden a Tarmac S-Works SL7 compared to an LA aluminum frame or a base model Tarmac SL6, you do notice those differences. And maybe maybe again, you guys can sit here and say, oh, you're just saying that because you sell Specialized. You do notice those differences. 100%. I mean, I've ridden an SL6 Sport. I've ridden a Scott CR130 base model. I've ridden a bunch of customers' bikes just in terms of for repairs to get a feel for it. You do notice those differences. So I can't say that they compare to it. But maybe once I get on a bike again, or a one space, I'll get to notice it. Have you seen Hambone's latest Dismantled Absolute Black? Yes, Jed, I've seen it, and it looked great, and he does a great job of going in depth on every single little detail. Engineers remind me a lot of doctors. I have engineer friends as well, but sometimes I take the fun out of things. It's like I'll be like doing something like lifting a weight, and like my doctor friend be like, "Oh, you can't do it like that. You could potentially get a blood clot like that and die." I'm like, "Okay, is that potential?" Or like it's like, "Yeah, it's like 1 out of like a million chance, but potentially you can die." I'm like, "Okay, I get what you're saying, but like, am I going to?" He's like, "Potentially." I'm like, "Okay, I get it." Mountain bike or gravel bike for beginner cyclists? Depending what you're doing more, Nico. If you're going to be jumping more, mountain bike. If you're going to be doing single track Strava lap time, King of the Hill, gravel. Well, it's not fair to compare S-Works Wind Space. Okay, jumping in the middle here, but once you ever try SRAM Rival ETAP? Yes, SRAM Rival ETAP is goated. In terms of me working on it, in terms of me riding it, in terms of everything like that, for the price, one of the best. Fuck. Best road bike, $3,000 under USD, and in Australia, don't mind if it's new, high price, spec, $3,000 USD. I'm biased, bro. Very biased. I will say this. If you can find a Lay Sprint, like a comp, no lie, this bike for $2,300, that's a fast machine. If you want beginner quality, compliancy, smooth, comfortable, I don't know, man. I'm a Specialized dealer. What do you want me to say? Like I can I can sit here and go days for you and compare Tarmac SLC. I'll say this. Companies like Specialized, Trek, Cannondale, BMC, Pinarello, all these companies here, price point to price point, they're all very nice bikes. I can't sit here and say that you're going to notice the difference between the one or the other. Choose one that aesthetically pleases to you. Choose one that you like the color with. Maybe you like the store that you're dealing with better. That's all I can really say. But in terms of like, hey, I want to be not limited to what I can get, and I want the best bang for the dollar of a big brand name. Elay Sprint, man. Aero qualities, lightweight, very nice weldings on there. Carbon fork. Put some wheels in there. It's a crit race machine. SRAM Red or Shimano Dura group set. Shimano Dura all day. Opinion on clinchers versus tubeless for road cycling. Michael Wang, I am very old school. I go clinchers all day. 1,000% clinchers all day. I fucking hate tubeless. But again, I come from a cycling industry where all I see is consumers come to my store with problems with their tubeless. I see no benefit. People say, oh, with tubeless tires, when you're racing, that there's less rolling resistance and shit like that. You get the best marginal gains. But fuck, man, if I get a flat tire at 90 psi and that tubeless fluid sprays on my tube and then sprays on my bike and then I got to pull over, change my tire. I got tubeless fluid everywhere. It's hot. I'm sweating. I got to put a tube in there anyways. Screw it, man. I'd rather have a tube and not worry about cleaning my bike up. I fucking hate tubeless. That's just mechanic me. Do you think there's a market for Shimano Lecture 105? Yes, Shimano Lecture 105 should happen. It should happen. What does GC stand for? My name, initials. I live in Virginia. Can I order something from you and have it shipped here? It depends on what it is, but yes. Is it worth racing with an aluminum Domani 4105? Yes, anything is worth racing. Get used to racing. Go out there and just try it. See what you do. See how you perform. Put a benchmark out there. Go in there with an open mind. If you want to try racing, don't let what you're riding hold you back. 1,000%. Get out there first. Majority of the times it's the racer. Would you agree that SL7 is really just a carbon lace print? I don't fucking know. No. Hi. Does getting a custom paint on a new tarmac frame negate factory warranties? Yes. If you ever paint your sorry for the language. If you ever paint your bike different from factory, you will no longer have a specialized warranty on there. Unless you get it painted from, I think, like Tony. There are a few special painters out there that Specialized has a warranty with, but the wait time is like 6 months to a year. I have a tarmac SL6, blah, blah, Raval CS50. Is it worth switch to Ageless Pro? Kevin, preference to you. That build that you have, the SL6, Durace, Di2, CL50s, that's a great bike. So preference, I mean, if you want a little bit lighter bike, maybe, but the SL6 is great. SL3, thank you for adding tubeless. Makes no sense to me. It's just my preference, Imran. I hate tubeless for road bikes. I don't think it makes sense yet. The technology is not there, in my opinion. But also I see the worst of road tubeless all the time. It's not like I have people bring me in. It's not like I have consumers bring me in road tubeless and like, this is fucking great. No, it's just like, I made my bike. I bought bike. I took bike home, took tires off, made tubeless. Tubeless don't work. Fix me, please. Race this weekend. Please help me. Also, tubeless fluid everywhere. Like, I just get the worst. Do GP5000s fit tighter around the wheels? Yeah, GP5000s are fucking tight. Go Pirellis. You're in your happy place, man cave. I love this place, man. This is my concrete jungle. My wife cleaned it, by the way, because you guys are talking shit about it. So my wife is amazing. Shout out to my wife on some days. Thanks for taking the time to do videos. They're awesome. Keep it up. Andre, thank you guys for watching the videos. Without you guys, I'm nothing. Okay? So don't ever thank me. I do this for a job at the end of the day. I enjoy it. This is what I love to talk about. And thank you guys for even watching. What companies make steel frame bikes? Josh, I don't fucking sell steel, okay? Steel is not real. I'm sorry, Josh. I don't know. I wish I could help you out. It's frame to do fit tighter, especially on totally agree. Stay tubed. Just saw the one space frame video. Have you made a video on your current road bike? Tommy, I'm building up a road bike soon at the end of the month. Any seat post brand recommendation for a lightweight and improves comfort? Preference. Comfort's preference, man. I can't really say a lot to it. I know that's the easiest answer to say, but I've learned a lot. The biggest thing that I've learned in this industry, and I want you guys to listen to us, all 78 viewers of you guys right now. The best thing about my job and the best thing that I try to give you guys an opinion on is that I'm not like riding a bike and giving you guys my opinion on it. I sell one style bike, a Lay Sprint Comp disc, to thousands of people, hundreds of people. And they give me all different types of feedbacks, from it was stiff, great, fast, to sluggish, slow, stupid. And I get a median of that. And that's really why I get this subjective term. So people ask me, why don't you do an on-ride bike review? Why don't you tell me this? There's been days where I got on my S-Rix Venge Vise and I felt fastest in the world. I felt like I could take on whatever. I'm going to start racing. Then there's days where I get on the bike and it's windy out. I didn't get a good night's sleep. And my legs are sore and I felt like there's fucking peanut butter on the bottom bracket. It was just subjective that day. If I got a new part on my bike, I was excited to ride it, so I didn't, the adrenaline's there. If there's a new person in the group ride that I want to try and drop, that's there. So comfort is always different per each ride. Fits are always different per each ride. I have my full fit degrees in, I did the Specialized Fit Course 1, Specialized Fit Course 2, Specialized Fit Retool systems as well. I don't do retool fits because of the fact that it's just so subjective, I feel like. So that's my take on it. Sorry. You as a Specialized dealer and Specialized lover, which is your all-time favorite bike? Specialized Venge first gen is my all-time favorite bike. Looking for a single AC post brand. Have no clue. Prices, thanks, Kevin. I love speed, comfort, turbo cotton tires, fragile. Hopefully you got tubeless when it comes. Yes, tubeless mountain bikes, tubeless mountain bike tires all day. Recommend it all day. Way more beneficial. Low tire pressure. So when you hit a pinch, when you hit a thorn, when you hit something in there, the tire pressure does not spew out. But with a road bike high pressure tire system, 80 psi, that 80 psi, that 70 psi is just sitting inside there. As soon as you get a hole, it wants to spray out. It's going to spray all over your bike majority of times, and it just goes everywhere. Power meter crank or pedals? I told everyone I want to do a video. Two Garmins on one single bike. One Garmin hooked up to a power meter pedal. One Garmin hooked up to a power meter crank. And I want to see more accurate. I don't know. Is it feeling a wheel tighter than the GP5? That one I don't know. Switch to 28 to 25s. First ride feels slower. 25 snappy. Agreed. I still ride. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy. I still ride 700 by 24s at 120 psi. I fucking hate 25s and 28s. Any type getting TP5000. Bro, GP5000s. You guys, I've gotten this question about GP5000s like it's the worst thing ever. Even from other YouTubers. It's my job to do this. When people say they can't do it, I love it. I'm going to make a short video of me installing a GP5000 on any requests. Make requests here. I heard GP5000 on WindSpace wheels are impossible. I heard GP5000s are impossible on Revolve CLX50s. Give me one tire lever, tubed or no tubes, and I'll get that motherfucker on that bike. With no extra tools, just one tire lever. It's all about breaking the bead, working it. Breaking the bead, working it. Get some thumbs like these. See that? That's from Yeez. Yeez is turning. You gotta have leverage. You gotta have hate in your heart. You gotta, when it fights back, you just gotta hate it. You gotta, oh shit. Bro, you guys are asking too many questions, man. This is crazy. Happy Halloween, by the way. GC said pedals early. Thank you. Fuck yeah, Big Lee. Where do you see the bike industry in the next 10 years? NA Cycling. I have no idea, because literally 10 years ago, the most expensive bike was fucking $5,000. So for bikes to be $12,000, $13,000 now, and I thought $5,000 was expensive, who the hell knows? They need to regress. In my mind, There's no way that they take Durace 12 speed, SRAM at 12 speed, and they make like a 14 speed later on down the road. It's getting redundant. They don't need this many gears, no lie. They need to maybe work on comfort and fit and aerodynamics instead of extra speeds. Actually, tubeless tires like IRC stating no sealant required, are they correct to a certain extent? Robert, I don't know. If the company's stating that, maybe, but so many companies state their own things nowadays. On the road, unless sealant is flat, just stick with tube. I just keep tubes in there. Thoughts on the new $450 mirror seats? If you have $450 to burn on a seat, go for it. I would really like to see Specialized take that 3D printed technology and lower down to a $200 tier level. Make it a plastic saddle, titanium rails, chromoly rails. Put that 3D print on there. They sell a crap ton of them. I came to bike game late. How much were Venges back in the day? Venges, S-Works Venges. My first S-Works Venges sale was 2011, 2012. It was a full S-Works Project Black Durace build with Revolve CLX 35s, carbon dish wheel, aluminum braking surface. Okay, rim brake. I think it was 11 grand. So you guys talk about bike prices now? The fuck out of here. Do you think Specialized is focusing too much on the S-Works and Pro line instead of the lace prices that are getting crazy? Lay would be amazing. They're probably going to work on a lay, Mike. $9K for old new side. That's up. $9K for old SL6 S-Works in gloss flow red metallic satin black. Depends on the components of wheels, but I don't know. Two. God, I'm sorry, I can't keep all those questions. Yeah, but it's hard to 14 degrees in Kansas. That's what I'm saying, Robert. You got to get gloves. And I'm telling you, when you feel that defeat of changing a tire and you feel your thumb starting to hurt, you got to think, I'm better than this tire. I don't ever give up. People, when they give up, that's the point we go after. Have you ever tried Tubeless with tubes? Yes, I've tried Tubeless tubes. Which Pirelli tire to recommend? Pirelli TRL, Pirelli P0 Race. What's your customer opinion on S-Works Shiv 2021? They like it, but it's very, I don't know. I'm very weird on the Shiv. I don't know. Are there benefits to riding a mullet wheel sep on a road bike? What the hell? No, I never even heard of that. Allays sprints. I'll say this again. There is nothing so far. There's nothing about Allay sprints yet. Would it be worth it to get a Tarmac SL6, SL7 now, or should we wait for the new SL Tarmac? Specialized has always been like this. Every 3 years, they redevelop something. So the SL6 was out for 3 years, then they came out the SL7. The same with SL4, SL5. They usually do 3 years out on the market, then they upgrade. So that's how it always is. First generation Venge, out for 3 years, then Venge Vice. Then Venge Vice disc brake, then Venge current year. Oh, Yang, that's a good question. I love Venge Vice. All right. Let me. Thoughts on Specialized Evo. I haven't seen, Jason, I'm sorry, I haven't seen the Evo in person, the stem jumper, so I don't know. But if you ever have the money for a carbon bike for Specialized, for the mountain bike, I recommend it. I do. I know it's more money. I know people don't want to hear that. Not saying that the alloy is bad at all. You can have fun the alloy. And it's going to perform really well. It's going to do a really good job. But carbon will just always be a little bit lighter, easier to pull up over shit, easier to lift up, easier to go in the corners, easier to manipulate that bike, and you'll enjoy it more. For a road bike, would you make a significant difference performance? Yes, carbon wheels on any kind of bike, if you have aluminum carbon wheels, will make a significant performance right away. I know it's a lot of money. I know it seems like a lot of money for what it's worth. I promise you it makes the biggest difference. Oh, by the way, this next week I'm going camping for 3 days, so I might be a little bit slow with videos this week. Let's think about doing a camping video. Showing my trailer, showing my truck, showing the bikes I bring. I had the original Vengevise, the rim brake. And the bike was phenomenal. The Vengevise S-Works was the best. This is my bike right here. Okay, here we go. This, we're gonna here. This was that's my bike right here. This Vengevise. And it had the rim brake on here like that. And that bike was my favorite bike. It was fast. It was so, like, you got up to top end speeds. That bike freaking maintained speed so easily, man. No lie. Like, the bike was just amazing. And the best. If it rained in Florida and you hit the brakes, it'd take 200 feet to stop. That's for true. But all right. It's 11:41. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow and go to sleep soon. But why do all the current aluminum bikes have press fit bottom brackets? I don't know. Fuck if I know. Manufacturers change them up. I honestly feel like tire size, bottom brackets, from BSA to BB30, from 24 to 28. I feel like this stuff always changes every couple years just to get the consumers to buy it again. I mean, hell, I still ride 700. I used to not race. I used to ride 700 by 19C tires at 140 PSI. And I absolutely loved it. But I want to do more streams like this. I actually want to do like giveaway streams like this. Like no lie. Like I want to do it next stream I do. I'm gonna do like a giveaway where I pick a winner from here. Because I actually enjoy just talking about this stuff. I know it seems dumb, but I like talking bikes. I like giving my opinion on it. This is what I love to do. I can never live in Florida. I love mountains too much. I like mountains too, but I don't know. I like Florida. It's weird. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, Vengevise rim brake version. I would literally hit I would be on someone's wheel and I hit the brake and it would do nothing. Like I'd hit the front brake and that thing would just squeal on the rim brakes. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm just gonna crash into this fucking person's rear wheel. I would have to like pull. It's like this, and all of a sudden I just pull out to the side, just like, and like I hit the brake and kind of go up to him and then go back on my spot. Yeah, I saw Hambini's review last night. Hambini, I will say this: he does his homework, he's due diligent, and that's the problem with that's just gotta be careful who you go after in this industry. As a YouTuber, I'm not gonna go after a engineer who has the knowledge, the mind to take down and nitpick everything. Is it possible to get a TT bike with electronic under 5K? Yeah, look at Quintana. 2019 Roubaix Pro is the best bike ever. That is strongly subjective. Okay. Happy Halloween. Maybe next time I will wear full spandex get up. Oh. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. I actually do. I really do enjoy talking about bikes. And people, like, even like my customers, oh, like my buddies who I don't, like I said, I don't ride as much as I used to. But before I had my kids, I was riding 5 days a week, 40, 50 miles a day. And I get shit talk on now, like oh, all this stuff, like you don't ride bikes as much as you used to. I'm like, listen, I'm like a coach, okay? I'm like Phil Jackson or or all these other coaches. What's his name? The guy for the Warriors, the coach. They weren't the best players, but they could see the game and give their opinion on it. I have such a broad spectrum of consumers who buy the same product, who buy ranges of LAs, S-Works wheels, and I get this whole general consensus of how they feel. So I'm able to take in that information and understand that feedback and then go ahead and sell off that. So it's crazy. Early mornings, what I did. Steve Kerr, there you go. Boom. Oh, but what was I gonna say? I was just about to say something. Boom, boom. No, I forgot. Good work, my bad one. What was I gonna say? I was about to say something. I don't know. Whatever. Hello from Japan. Hi from Japan. Do you see 105 still being available on mechanical? Yes. Yeah, I have literally for my camper. I have a truck, a camper, I have a 33-foot camper, and on the back of that, I have a hitch rack on there with a bike racks for my kids, or for me and my wife's bike, and also my kids' bikes. I don't have my bikes right now. I'm gonna have bikes coming up soon though, but very soon you'll see my bikes. Spandex. No, spandex. I'll do a spandex stream one day. I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. That was gonna be great, but whatever. That's it really. Is that it? All right. Well, that's it, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Ooh, what? New specialized E-Tits aerobike? What's an E-Tits? How do you like those Oakleys? I may order a pair tomorrow. I like these Oakleys. I've ridden Oakley's Sutros. I've ridden Oakley's Radars, Jawbreakers, EV, 100%. Like them. They're nice. Aight, cuz. Ribble. I made a video on Ribble and I got destroyed on it. I got destroyed. People were. I made. You're talking about a giveaway. What is a giveaway I want to do? I had a giveaway? I don't know. I was about to say something. God, stupid idiots. You guys made me mess up. This is so dumb. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'll do more of these. I'm trying to think of what it was. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. I'll do more of these streams though, I promise you. I'll do live streams. I have a camping setup. And I want to do some giveaways during this stream as well. I have a bunch of stuff planned out. But thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions, you guys have my email. I know you guys don't think I respond, but email me, Instagram me, DM me. If you guys have any questions, I try to respond to everyone. I've been there before. I know this stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next video. Looks like this guy done around a fucking century. I don't know. See, I'll start doing it more casual. Today was just a weird day, but I'll start posting them out more, and we'll have a blast talking about it. But ask me whatever. I don't give a shit. I want to do actually like there's gonna be one day when I'm gonna do a stream live at the store while I'm doing like a repair on the bike. Oh, I'm sorry, Stewie.